Hi, we are coming to you from the CEO Conclave 2026 from the Lakeside campus of CMI University. I am very happy that you are an alumni of CMI University yourself. I'm being joined by Mr. Brahmanand today. Very happy to have you here, sir. First of all, about the panel discussion that we had today, very relevant discussions happening today. Your takeaway from the whole discussion?
So, I think there were views coming from various industries. There were panelists from medtech, pharma, startups, and also me coming from automotive. So the underlying worry that everyone has, what is AI going to do? What is that skill set that students should have, the future workforce? This is possibly something that everyone is looking at answers today. But then there is no absolute answer at the moment. But then what came out of the discussion was it's important for us to learn new things, be more open and be ready to adapt to new learnings. Nothing is topic that we can decide today that can last for next 20 years. So we have to adapt. While in college, the students go through the curriculum and they learn the current technologies and be prepared for what is there today, tomorrow, but then they cannot really, prepare forever. So as they start their career, they also have to adapt and learn. That's what the panelists have shared, who had quite a lot of experience as startup people and industry people. I think this is really the base, right? So there is no absolute answer what is going to be relevant or what is so on. But it's important we look around, we see technology come so fast now, unlike before. So we have to be very active, regularly looking at what is going on, not get paranoid about it, but then embrace it, understand it, and be focused on the fundamentals.
As an alumnus of CMI University, I have to ask you this question. What did you do as part of your education to stay relevant and abreast of the technologies that were proliferating at that point of time?
So that's also interesting, right? So I joined CMR as part of the executive MBA in 2014, where I already had almost 15 years of industry experience. Now this itself was for me getting back to school, getting back to studying, not like distance or some online, but being there present in person, going through the lectures, classes, doing things on our own, ideating. So I studied the product leadership, which was the first batch, joined IPL and CMR IT in Whitefield, where we were going through the course of what it takes to productize or bring an idea to life and then take it to the market. What is the best idea that we can bring it and best solution that we can bring? How we look at every problem that we are taking up. So while we had industry experience, know-how of our domain or technology, but this was not teaching us a specific technology or domain, but this was opening us to saying, irrespective of technology, your idea should be agnostic, looking at solving the problem which is out there. And then technology, of course, you can build it on your own, or you can get it hired or get developed. But what central lies or what is centric to a product or a product idea itself has to be driven as a product ideator or founder or the sponsor of the whole idea. So this was taught along the course, and I think it was really wonderful because CMR, when we think of academics, we think that, okay, they are going to go by strict academics, but they adapted it. Since we were the first batch, they asked us what do you understand and does this fit you? And they adapted the whole course together with IPL. So this brings us a view that CMR is quite very forward-thinking, very open in embracing things that are needed for today and tomorrow, not just bring a curriculum. This is my view about CMR, so I admire it. And I see that as well today, right? Bringing all the CEOs of companies and discussing openly. I think this talks a lot about CMR. Yeah.
One last question. What is the one thought that you would like to leave students with, having come here today?
So I briefly touched upon this. As students get into their university, there's always this a lot of worry in mind, I should learn AI because it's a trending thing. But they should understand that the fundamental subjects that they have to go through in the curriculum, this is an opportunity. This is a base. They have to focus on that. They have to learn that in their first year, second year. Of course, not like they stay away from the new technologies, but they have to focus in person, not go to the chat GPT for these subjects. Go to the professors, go to the books, go to doing the laboratories, doing things on own. And then, of course, then their base is strong. They are clear what is below as a base, information-based technology, and then embrace the new technologies, AI, and then study it, and they will also evolve and then have ideas, what else can I do beyond this? So that's where they have to understand that the first 2 years or even, third year, like 2.5 years, I would say, are very important. While they study, they have to focus on the fundamentals and get it from the professors, because there is a human interaction. The professors are able to explain, simplify, not just throw all the logic or the content. I think, but for the rest, there is a lot of chat GPT and AI. But they have to focus on the lectures is what I feel is very important. I would give this advice to students, and this stays for life, right? So there is always learning continuous in life, which they have to do on their own. I think that is going to continue. But the professors and the university and the campus life is very important. They have to enjoy this, not just get isolated, but stay connected to the technology, but be grounded in these and enjoy this campus life in learning.
Right. Yeah. Thank you so much for that very relevant, at the same time very specific advice for the students. We look forward to having you back in the campus more and more in the future. Thank you for joining us today at the CEO Conclave. So thank you. See you soon. Thank you.